We're with Murrieta Volleyball head coach Lindsey Parks. And Coach, it's been a couple weeks since we had the opportunity to talk with you. Talk to us about your last couple of matches leading into this week.
Last couple of matches, I think over the last couple of weeks, I feel like we should have got a couple. Played poorly against teams that I feel like we should have beat. But then we would turn around and play well against good teams. We are now 4 losses in a row, but that doesn't slow us down at all. I just think we passed kind of poorly in the very beginning of the season. I said, when we pass well, we win. Well, against Southern Nazarene, we actually passed really well, but we could not kill the ball. Our offense just was not connecting, was not clicking. So, but moving on from that, we've had a really solid week of practice. Put 3 out of 4 really together. And that 4th one, a little just kind of weird vibes at the beginning, but we got better, and that's what we can ask from a young team is improvement as we continue to move forward.
Coach, you talk about a young team. I want to focus on your offense for a second. When you look at your production offensively, our analytics department here in the athletic communications office did a little deep dive, and over 76% of your kills have come from second-year freshmen or true freshmen. So obviously a lot of young talent on the floor for you, and as the season goes, are starting to get more experience. What have you seen out of those young attackers, and I guess what are your expectations for them moving forward?
Well, that's actually been one of our goals, is to get the young offense experience. Because the only way you get experience is to get experience. I think that also says how well Abby Bermudez is doing, our senior, as she is the only other one in that category. So that would be, 24% of the offense coming from Abby Bermudez. She's done a really good job. She's been very consistent and continuing to just do her job. Over the past couple weeks, I feel like the second-year sophomores should have done more, but they will do more. Against Oklahoma Baptist, we were not doing too much wrong and still getting beat. So one of our goals as the coaching staff at the beginning was to get them experience. So we played all 6 freshmen against Oklahoma Baptist. Now, some of those people were had already been playing, but got a couple people in because the only way to get experience is to get experience. Moving forward, they're a very competitive group. They don't like that they didn't play their best. I think that's why we had a really fiery few practices to start this week, and I hope to cap it off with a couple dubs this weekend.
And Coach, when you look at the conference standings, and conference player 1 and 8, obviously I know that's not where you want to be. That's not where you feel like you should be at this point in the season. When you look at the remainder of the schedule, 7 matches left in the regular season slate, it's really still in front of you. You still are in the thick of it when it comes to chasing that conference tournament berth. So what's the mindset, I guess, what's the message been to your young team knowing that, hey, ladies, it's still in front of us?
Honestly, exactly that. On Monday, we kind of let them know. I realize it feels like we've been losing. It's only been 4 in a row. In 2019, we lost 15 in a row. So we are getting better. We're going to cut that losing streak very quickly here. We have 7 left, and we don't even have to win all 7 to get in the conference tournament, if I'm looking at it correctly. But we've thought that we could beat every team that we step on the court with. That's how we prepare. We prepare for every single person, every single team the exact same way, and that's what we've been doing. And that just makes us better for the future. The motivation came on Monday. I feel like we let them know we have 7 games left. It can be a really long month, or it can be a really fun 5 weeks. Up to them. And we had a really, really nice week of practice. And when you get to this point in the season, where yes, we're 1 and 8, I felt like we should be at least 3 or 4 wins in conference, possibly more. But we did drop the ball occasionally. Unfortunately, we don't get some of those Oklahoma schools that I feel like we should have beat again. But now we're about to go into playing the Arkansas schools a second time after we cap off this Oklahoma section of our conference this weekend. We can beat anybody that we come on the floor with as long as we're just consistent, and that's a hard thing to build. But we talked about it. I had the team give 2 adjectives of the identity of this team, and several people on Monday said inconsistency. A lot of people said fun. A lot of people said fiery, gritty, those kind of things. So we talked about the inconsistency word. The only way to build consistency is do it every day. So we're still showing up, we're still grinding, we're still getting better, and our stats have been improving. Last week they did take a little drop from what they were doing, but from the beginning of the season we're still getting better. We're still better from the last couple of years, and we will continue to rise as the season closes out, because our goal is still to get to the conference championship, but first to get to the conference tournament, and it's very doable, and the entire team knows that.
And Coach, it'll start this weekend. Obviously, Southwestern Oklahoma coming in on Friday. Northwestern Oklahoma, quick turnaround, 11 a.m. start on Saturday. Talk a little bit about both of those teams and kind of the preparation facing those two opponents.
Yeah. Southwestern has some dynamic outsides. They can do a whole lot of different things, but we have some mismatches that we are going to attack. I'm not going to necessarily tell them right now, just in case the coach is out there doing a serve pass, just in case he watches this. But there's some mismatches that we're going to attack if we are in system. We've also been doing a whole lot of stuff, working on our offense from our out-of-system plays this week to make smarter decisions in those times where our feet aren't quite to the ball, making smarter plays. We're going to get our middles involved. Not that we haven't been, but we're going to see some production out of them this weekend. But in reality, we just got to put the ball away. We've been putting the ball away and not passing well. Passing well and not putting the ball away. So we're going to do those things simultaneously, and good things will happen.
Well, Coach, we look forward to seeing you on the floor this weekend. Again, 6 p.m. tonight against Southwestern Oklahoma, 11 a.m. Saturday morning against Northwestern Oklahoma. Best of luck.
Thank you so much.